Okay, everybody, thanks for coming out. This is Crypto CJ's trade of the day, but instead of the trade of the day, I've got my trading group panel on today. Got Frankie and Federico and myself from Arizona, Connie from Kansas, and David from California. So we have about half the country represented. We're hoping our Florida friend Ricky shows up, so that would cover just about everybody. So tonight I just wanted to throw out one idea, and I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but for any new trader who sees this, it's so helpful and valuable to have a trading community to connect with like we have here. Most of us met a few months ago through Jeremy Barnett's program, Crypto Trading Masters, and we've also joined some other programs as well to enhance our trading, both as day traders and longer-term traders. So anyway, it's been great having Connie and David and Federico to learn from, and then Frankie's a fairly new trader, and he's doing really well. Shout out to you, Frankie. I saw your post in our Telegram group.
Yes, sir.
118 trades and only 4 losses. I did some quick math. That's about 97% success, my friend.
It was very good. Yes, 112 profitable trades. 4 of the coins I'm holding on to. So I just feel that there's going to be a level at which I sell off, but right now I want to hold them because they're a solid coin.
All right, so you're doing some longer-term stuff too, not just the day trading. Sounds
That's
good.
Right. And that came from the buddy coin crawler that you taught me and helped me with, and I'm still working with it. I still don't have it down, but I'm definitely making much greater trend percentage trades. I mean, I went from like 1% where I'm going to 4 and 5%, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a function of that tool, your experience, and also a hot market. You put those 3 together,
and boom.
A new trader like yourself should be doing pretty well. I call you a new trader. I've only been doing this for about 9 months, but 9 months is an eternity in crypto. So,
yeah, right.
So I guess I'm intermediate is how I look at it. But
and my balance has increased quite significantly. I started out with my $1,200 check that I got from the government to start up. So that's what I started with. So it's been good, CJ.
I love that story. $1,200 from the government. I'm putting it in crypto.
Yeah.
My man. So, Frankie, I'd like you to take a few minutes and walk us through a typical trading morning. What do you do when you first get up trading-wise?
Well, in the morning, I wake up at about 5 o'clock. I come out, I grab my coffee, I come outside. I go to Binance. Well, no, I go to iCoinPro first, and I look at the Buddy Coin Crawler, and I look at Trade Finder, and I do some blending and seeing which coins pop. Then I go to Binance and TradingView and search those coins and look at the history, where it's been, where I think it can go to. Then I go to Bitcoin. Actually, I do that first. Bitcoin first, just to see where Bitcoin is. And then I make a trade. I try and buy when the MACD is down at below the histogram. Mm-hmm. I mean, just like we're trained. It's a perfect time to buy. And when the MACD crosses over, I got away from dips and I got in more into squeezes. And then the Buddy Coin Crawler is just more longer term trades. So I'm sitting on my 7th day today, and I hope that they'll be settling tonight or tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. And any new traders watching this can benefit from your experience in that regard. Connie, you had a post in the week about, I think, Elrond, where you had a double-digit recovery, profit on that. How did that trade work out for you?
Oh gosh, that almost seems like a long time ago.
No, it's probably 3 or 4 days ago. I remember you had posted about it.
But, all of a sudden I noticed that ERD wasn't even being posted on TradingView. Like, what happened?
Apparently they dropped it, huh?
No, actually, they changed the token, and there's a token swap. And so it's now being posted as, I believe, ERDG. But
Oh,
anyway.
wow.
It's Elron Gold, I believe.
Yeah. So anyway, I am almost just drawing, but I will share that I started out with my balance 24 days ago, and it has grown 81.7% in 24 days.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Man.
Is that your token metrics?
Well, I have my token metrics in addition to that. The goal is that when we were listening to the guys on Crypto Nation, they were basically saying, if you grow your balance 2% a day, that we will grow it when 365 days you'll go to $1,350,000, right? So I'm like, I am really, really wanting to test that theory, right? So see if we can do that. So I started my $1,000, right? Well, today I've got $1,873 and some odd, whatever.
From your $1,000. From your 1,000. Have you pretty much stayed with the same 10 coins?
No. I've got my other 10 coins over here, and I've got another pot. I'm up about 30% so far. So I've got another 1,000 over here. So, and that I've only gone this is my third week into it. Last week actually went flat for me because those coins, there was a lot of Bitcoin or coins that follows Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's been pretty sideways to DeFi coins, because they have just pumped and pumped and pumped. So I wasn't really seeing, and we really lost between 20 and 30% on some of these coins like BAT, and let me see some of my open orders. HC, WRX, Atom, ZRX, Theta, HOT, Algo. I mean, the market just went crazy. But what I don't do, I don't sell until I'm in profit. At the end of the week, if they're not, if they're not in profit, I won't sell them. So I've just held on to them, and I'm just that's kind of like my philosophy of it is. But that being said, with the coins that have sold, I'm still in profit 30%. So I'm good with that, honestly. So the ones that I've done, myself and stuff, which, like I said, we're up, $800 some odd. So.
Okay, those are the ones you're trading on your own, not the
Well,
ones.
yeah, but I get the tips from token metrics as far as the leads on the trip, and the ratings and stuff. But I have a separate one that I'm following, just those indices. So
yeah, let's talk about token metrics. I'm going to share my screen and get over there.
I'll look at that ERD thing in just a second.
Yeah, and then here is. Just tell me if this is what you're usually looking at, or if this resembles it.
Yep.
This is the token metrics.
Absolutely.
It's the weekly weighted index. And so we've got these 10 coins here. If you're a member of token metrics, this is one of several indices they put out. I like this one too. I don't trade it, these 10 coins necessarily, but I had some really nice results in Maker and Zcash earlier today and yesterday, so I'm loving that. I had planned to be in these coins for a week, and I got kicked out in a day with profits ranging from 9 to 12%. So we'll talk a little bit about that, about that later. And then I'm in this synthetics coin now, SNX. So Connie, are you good to go on Elrond, or did I ambush you?
No, I am looking it up. So if you want to go ahead and share the spotlight, then I will get my. Okay. I'll look it up while you guys are.
All right, let's move over to David. I'm going to call on you now. What have you traded lately that you're excited about, and that maybe you've double or triple dipped on with some nice results?
Well, I just started Monday with the working with this index from Token Metrics, and I did like Connie did. I took $1,000 and put $100 on each of 10 coins. I substituted a couple of coins. I'm not crazy about having, several of the Bitcoins, like Bitcoin Cash, and so I picked something else and put in there. I'm just actually complete. This is the second day. I just opened those up yesterday, and right now on the 10 coins, I'm positive on 8 and negative on 2.
Okay.
And the positive ranges from 1% or 3% to 8%, and the negative synthetic is down 1.5%. Ocean's down 5%. So I'm keeping my eye
Both
on
of
that.
those can move,
But then
that
I've been
range
trading
in like 15 minutes. So
Yeah, I've been day trading, as I was before with the balance of my trading balance. Yesterday, the trades were in ZEC and BAT.
okay, I like ZEC. I had a nice trade with that.
Yep.
So sounds like you did too.
And then today, I'm in REN and Tron, and I've already done. I closed one trade at up 4% on REN and 5% on Tron. I'm back in both of them again.
Cool.
And
So,
I also got into Key with a smaller balance, and I dumped that for a loss.
yeah, I'm in that too, and I'm
It was a bad trade. Well,
not
the thing
happy
I didn't
about
look
it.
at on that one, I missed that, Connie, and I love that now. You're looking at Binance, you're using the new charts instead of the old website, where it shows the ranking. And I didn't pay any attention to that when I got into Key, and it was like 243, so there's no liquidity. And I had trouble getting out of it because I just sat there.
Yeah, that one's a bit mysterious here. Here we can look at that one real quick. Yeah, the volume shows 2.8 million, but it's been on a kind of a free fall since I bought it. But fortunately, I don't have much in it, so I'm gonna do the Connie approach, and I'm gonna hold it till death do us part. Now, if the volume drops below 1 million, I seriously think about dumping a coin like this. So it looks like tonight we're going over the bad trades we've had too. So
well, but why I don't dump them, because Tokenmetrics does all their analytics when they put those in the indices, and they all have liquidity. So there isn't a point of dumping them, and there'd be something I'd be willing to hold if I had to. But what the trade was Atom, and when I had doubled my money, I got 107%.
Wow.
So, yeah. But the market's just ripe for those kinds of things to happen.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Connie. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
So, but now it was in 22 days. So that's an August trade. And, we need to take our profits. If we're holding these coins, I think we have to talk about when is it we're going to take the profit, not hold it, because then look what happened to Atom now. The market's moved away because I did keep parking my Atom.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, my long-term trades, I set my Atom exit point for when the Crypt Nation guys said to get out at 7:24, so that's when I got out. I mean, that cost me $1, an additional. I think it went up to 8, didn't it, or pretty close to it, or came down?
It went over 8, and I actually sold at 760, I think, 765, and and I was thrilled with that.
Yeah, I mean, over 100% profit for me. Sounds like you did even better. So that's cool. So let's. I was really hoping to get Ricky on here. Got a quick text saying he was going to be on. So, all right, we'll have to move on. So I wanted to give some examples of the value of community. And with that in mind, I'm going to go to my trusty spreadsheet and see if it'll let me show that here. Yeah, there we go. Because I logged a few, or I flagged a few trades that I got help from, and they were recent. These 3 here that I flagged in orange. I'll go look at these 2 here because these are Tokenmetrics trades, and had it not been for Connie introducing us to this, I'm not sure if I would have found it, at least not this soon. I know some large crypto YouTube personalities like BitBoy and some others use this and market it. So, but this is just an example on how I use Tokenmetrics have some nice gains fairly quickly. I got an email from them, and they were talking about MakerDAO, MKR, and the numbers look good on that. So I got in at this figure out here for 10.87%. Then Zcash we talked about a little bit already. Also got out. I got in this yesterday morning and got out around noon today for 7.3%. So, had Connie not, made that available to us, that would be, I may not have made that money. So it's good to share ideas in a community. Ricky, are you on?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do, and I see you, and I'm about to put you on the spot.
Hey, Ricky.
Because
Hey.
you see my screen with the orange TCT trade. This should look familiar to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ricky in our group likes the new coins, and I had looked at this coin yesterday morning, TCT, and was on the fence about it, decided not to do it. Next thing I see a post from Ricky saying TCT and YFI are going crazy. You guys got to get in on this, So he pushed me over the edge. So I go ahead and get in at 8:50 in the morning. It checks me out around midnight, and I'm 13.8% up. So appreciate that, Ricky.
No problem.
And Federico, are you out there? Not sure if he can respond. He's got his microphone off. But Federico and I were talking about a trade, and he turned me on to this SXP coin. I think he was in at the time. And I got a nice, 5.9% return. It did take 5 days, but if I can get 1% a day on a trade, that's pretty good in my book. So, and I was hoping to see Lori today because she had some good suggestions earlier in the month too. But the point is, it's so helpful to have everybody in our group exchange ideas, and we all have different strengths and weaknesses and things we like and don't like, and that's what I like about this group. Now, Ricky, you love these new coins, which would scare me. So, how do you get over the hump? Are you just fearless, or have you run the numbers, or why do you go for these new coins so often?
I think it's a little bit of both. Fearless, craziness, all that. But what I've been noticing is like every time like a new coin, or most of the times when a new coin, gets listed, it pumps up like, real high. And then the spread, is not that much to get like, 1%. So I like coins like that. So that's why, and then it's always, fast mover and it has nice volume. So I that's why I like to kind of get in those. No, I'm not going to say it's been all, peaches and cream all the time, because, I'll get in and, about 2 or 3 trades on it. And then, I've, gotten stuck, on it because, I guess, that greed mentality thing. But yeah, especially like, for instance, like I was talking to Connie, like that new coin at WFII, right? That thing was, I think, volume was crazy. And then it was like, moving at like 110%. But, my thing is I didn't jump in that yet because there just wasn't enough information on it because it was so new. And when I mean information and data, I mean like as far as like, the RSI and the MACD, at least on the 5 minute and the hour, so I just kind of, letting that settle to, at least when the RSI and MACD gets that data, then if it's still pumping, then yeah, I'm gonna be all over that.
It's the double I, CJ.
Yeah, the double I. And then I also noticed it wasn't in Trading View. They just literally listed it today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. WFII. So yeah, it's in there now, but like this morning it wasn't in Trading View. You see that? Like look at that. Like even if you look at like that hour, right?
Yeah, this is a 5 minute. pumping up pretty quick.
Right.
Spikes again. Looks
Yep.
like it's tailing off
And
now.
then it goes on the dip. So then now, like what I would do is I'll just, play the dips all day, right? And just get that.
So looking at this, would you do anything with this now, or are you waiting for a bigger dip, say down to, this level where it was earlier in the day?
Well,
How would you
of
approach
course,
that?
yeah, of course, I want to learn the Fibonacci thing, but of course I'll draw the trading ranges that we were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and and see where it's at, because we kind of got enough information, and yeah, even now, because it looks like it's squeezing and it's dipping, like it's going to do that first dip sequence. Yeah, I'll watch that thing. Either set an alert on the MACD to wait till that thing crosses over, and I'm in it, and like just test it. What would like 1% be like right now?
Yeah,
See what I'm
goes
saying?
up. Yeah,
Doesn't
goes up
take
like
much
40,
to
$50
get.
bucks.
It doesn't take that much to get there, right?
Yeah.
So I love coins like that. I where the spread is like real quick. So and then and then another thing too. You see, look at that, almost to 10%, almost to the 10.
To the SMA line, yeah.
SMA line, right? So what I also was like noticing is I was trying to get like those trades, like those one hitter quitters, right? Where you get in a trade and like boom, I got 10% and I'm done, right? But that's kind of risky. So what I'll do is, like, especially for this one right here, like if it's dipping, I'm watching it, and then as soon as that that MACD crosses over, I'm in that thing, and then I'll shoot for like do an OCO from like my low end for 1, my high end for 3%, and then whatever it gets me out, I'll like literally jump back in and out of this coin like 3 or 4 times, and like if I'm getting like 2% off of it every time, that's like 6% if I do it like 3 times, right? As opposed to just making one trade getting 6%, I'll just do like 3 at 2 and get 6%. So I've been like doing that.
Okay, are you mostly setting alerts in this scenario, or are you
Definitely.
actually sitting there watching the screen? And
a little bit of both. Since it's a newer coin, I'm watching it, right? But if it's a coin that's kind of like we've been messing around with, then yeah, I'll definitely like set my alerts and go about my business.
all right, so this new coin, you're looking at it. If it's something like Tron or XTZ or something we've traded a million times, then you'll set an alert and forget about it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
All
I have
right.
a question in terms of these large prices. I mean, this thing bounced from clear down at 3,000 or 4,000 earlier, clear up to over 8,000, and then just like YFI did the same thing, right?
Yeah, that one's crazy.
I mean, here you've got these huge numbers that we're unfamiliar with, because it certainly has exceeded BTC's pricing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what's your comfort level, Ricky, in terms of with these high dollar out of the gate coins?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of fearless on that. I definitely see, what everyone is talking about because it's newer. But like at the same time, this is definitely like a really active trading strategy, right? I'm not setting like any alerts or like walking away doing something else, or even like hopping in like another trade, like because I usually do like 2 or 3 at a time. But like with these newer coins, I'm kind of like eagle eye, hawk eye on this, because it's newer. So I mean, like I said, for the most part, it's been kind of working out for me. Like I said, I have been got burned a couple times and got stuck. So I'm not just gonna say it's all been peaches and cream. So.
Do you have you set your OCO to the point where it would be more like a stop loss, like like say 5 or 10% below your purchase price to get you out in case there's a spike down, or do you not do that?
Yeah, no, I haven't done that. And that's a good strategy. Maybe I should think about doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of a straddle is how I think about it. I'll set it.
I should start doing that. But yeah, I usually, setting it, set my OCO for, like I was saying, like low end 1%, high end 3%,
and profit, right?
Yeah, and I'm like really, really watching. And then, like I was saying before, sometimes the OCO, like in the beginning when we were like learning how to do that, it wasn't, getting me out of the trade, because if it like dips real crazy, it won't like get me out. So I'll like kind of get stuck a little bit. But you make a few adjustments to the prices, where you have the stop and the limit.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that I've been getting out, even if it does that like dip. I noticed for me, I was getting out at still, at the 1% low end. So not getting stuck.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like the new coins, I just want to reiterate, I'm really, 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 really active trading it and really watching it, yeah.
Yeah, and by for those who might be watching this and new, by active trading we mean we're looking at the computer and we have this screen up, and that's how we describe active trading. I did want to ask the panel: does anyone else use OCO besides Ricky and me?
Don't know what it is, CJ.
Okay. Connie, have you used it all? I know you do more long term. Maybe you wouldn't.
I have used it twice, and I would say, I'm more unfamiliar with it than. But like on YFII, it's at 258 million in volume the first day.
Right.
That's nuts.
That's nuts, right? So that's why, like, I see that and I'm on it,
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's showing up in iCoinPro's Buddy Coin Crawler yet.
Yeah, that's good, because I know earlier it wasn't in there.
There it is. The USDT.
It's in there now, so they got it now.
Oh, there's USDT. Okay, so these are the two here. We just looked at the chart, so.
Yeah, and look at that. What's that? What is that? Oh, I didn't see it. There we go. Is that 11% to the SMA?
Yeah.
So like right now it's dipping, right? So like I'm really like, you know what I mean? I'm really like looking at this thing. Yeah, I'm really looking at this thing because I know in my mind, like, I can possibly get 11% off that coin. And like I said, I'm not just like, oh, okay, let me cross over, and the MACD crosses over, I'm hopping in, like, and just like riding it all the way up for 11%. Like, no, I'm, like I said, 1 to 3%, and I'll ride that all the way up to the SMA. So, if I'm getting like 2%, 1% here, 3% there, and I'm doing it like 5 or 6 times, that's how I'm gonna get like, the 11%.
I'm with you, Ricky.
Yeah. I also like to see either or, but ideally both. A couple strong candles, green candles pushing up like this.
Right.
I'm looking for this pattern, and
right.
And that actually kicks in a little bit before the MACD cross.
Mm-hmm.
So, using the candle training that we learned from Steve Neeson, courtesy of Connie, the candles are a current reflection of the market, where the MACD and the RSI trail slightly. But if I have both of those in play, I'd probably be more comfortable about this new coin trade. But to each his own and each the comfort zone. We got one green candle, a second one's forming.
Mm-hmm. I'll be like, yeah.
But the MACD's not ready yet.
It's not. Yeah, it's not yet. But I'll be getting excited right somewhere around there. But yeah, and also, and what's the hour doing right now on that?
You don't really have any.
And see, that's the thing. Like, say for instance, that's another thing too. I look at is that hour. Like, right now it's red, and it doesn't have enough information, but we know that it's dipping right now, right?
Right.
Because it's the red candles. But like, let's say if it was like that big green candle, like right there, like, if it was doing a dip like it's doing on the 5 minute, and just because that green candle is like that, I probably would have got in that trade, like right now.
Yeah, I agree. If I see, something like this,
mm-hmm.
one red candle doesn't discourage me. If I see a series of green and there's one or two red ones, that's just normal. That's just other people taking profit. So
Right. So like definitely look at that hour. That's a helper.
yeah. All right.
That's my 2 Satoshis.
All right. So I'm glad you made it and got to contribute. Anybody else have something in particular they want to talk about? That's about all I had agenda-wise. We could.
No, I have nothing to add, but TJ, thank you, and Connie, thank you. You guys all motivate me, so, this is a great forum.
Yeah.
Video editing problem. Please stand by for 30 seconds or fast forward.